Yo, team, what's up? Miles Seegers coming at you from outside of beautiful, a little bit rainy, not anymore. The sun's coming out. Beautiful Philadelphia, guys. Hey, team, listen, I'm pumped up. Very excited to share some very cool stuff with you guys. I think you folks are going to be pretty excited. And I also want to talk to some very important people out there tonight. So again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Miles Seegers. I'm the creator and founder of the M3 lifestyle team. M3 has nothing to do with automobiles or cars, as some people mistakenly think it does. M3 deals with the income generating strategy that the wealthy use. In fact, they've been using it for thousands of years. Or should I say hundreds of years in this country. They've been using it outside of this country too. And as online marketers, we are smart enough to go ahead and implement and leverage what they're doing. So that's what we're going to talk about. So with that said, guys, how is everybody? How's everybody doing out there? Let me take a look at the comments or the chat section and see how everybody's doing. Can you guys hear me okay? I'll tell you, folks, you guys that show up here every week, you know, rather than just watching a recording. And I know a lot of you work, and some of you on our team might be sleeping right now. Maybe you're in Australia, you're in Singapore. I appreciate you. I got a bunch of people in Australia, but just want to let you guys know I really, really appreciate all of you. I love what I do, being able to help people like you. And listen, if you guys weren't here, you know, I wouldn't be able to do what I love. So I really, really appreciate you guys. I also want to let you folks know that I'm actually sharing this. We've talked about this before, guys, and you know, a lot of stuff that I want to do is contingent, you know, upon what Vic is also doing. Vic Strides, for those of you that don't know him. And I'm saying this, folks, for those of you that don't know him, because team, you know, we're all family here, right, guys? I'm looking at your comments. Okay, we all know each other, but what I'm also doing is I'm starting to invite more people to these hangouts, to these /masterminds, because if I don't do that, guys, I'm not really living up to my purpose. Okay, the reason why I do what I do, sure, I market and sell products online, but my business personally goes much further than that. So I'm starting to invite more people. Listen, you watching right now, you're probably on my list. You know, you're wondering, you know, I've been getting emails from this guy by the name of Miles Seegers, but I'm not quite sure who he was or what he does. But, you know, I wanted to invite you here to give you an opportunity to see what we do. And, you know, in the context, in the scheme of things, it's not just about marketing and promoting products online. What we're really doing here, this may sound a little bit cliche, so bear with me. What we're really doing here is giving people an opportunity to create their own freedom. You know, we talk about freedom around the world, freedom in this country. We all know what that is. But having the ability to create your own sense of freedom. You know, your sense of freedom might be different from mine. You know, my wife and I, we definitely have our own sense of freedom, but yours might be different from mine. Well, listen, in order to get there, you need to use certain tools. You need to leverage, okay, certain things, and it could be the 4%, it could be anything, but you need to leverage certain things that are going to get you there. You know, just waking up in the morning and just wishing for things to happen. You know, of course, I believe in the law of attraction, but just waking up in the morning and wishing for things to happen, I can tell you, my friend, it's not going to happen. But if you are interested, okay, and maybe you clicked on my link by accident, I don't know, but if you're interested in learning how to leverage the power of the internet and create your own freedom, my friend, you are in the right place. So I want you to sit back, relax. We're going to kind of get to know each other. And I'm going to talk to my team, if you don't mind, okay? Because I have a team of people that we all get together and meet and network every weekend. You know, we hang out every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. I'm in the U.S. I'm on the East Coast. We hang out every Tuesday night, and we just have a good time, share ideas, and we learn things, and just have a good time. So if you're gonna bear with me, I want to say hi to my team. Hey, McCoy, Congratulations, brother. Listen, the $100 that you won, I believe it was $100. Listen, my friend, that can turn into $1,000. That can turn into $10,000. Listen, man, I know that you also follow my personal mentor, Bob Proctor. I know your mind and your head is in the right place. And as you can see, McCoy, as you can see, when your mind, okay, is in the right place and you elevate yourself to a different vibration, which most people don't do or probably don't believe in, that's their loss. When you do that, my friend, things start to happen. Am I right? They start to happen. What's up, Rolanda? What's up, Lucky Charles? Good to see you here, brother. Who else is here? Let me see. Eugene, what's up, brother? What's up, Future 6A? What's up, Charlie? I think I said hi to Rolanda already. Kevin, Adrian, Christina. I'm sure Richard's out there somewhere. Okay. Hopefully I'm not talking too loud for you guys. I'm a little excited, folks, because I have a presentation that I want to share with you. And I believe if you implement this presentation, it will really change your life, guys. Well, it'll start off by changing your business. Okay, that's number one. And by changing your business, it will also change your life because listen, guys, you can't separate them. I see too many online marketers trying to do that, and you cannot separate them. Your business and your life go together like hand in glove. So if there's somebody out there that you're trying to make money online, you're part of the 4%, you're doing it, but you really don't like what you do, I recommend that you look at something else. Seriously, time is too short, folks. It really is. And, I don't want to see anybody wasting their time spinning their wheels, but hopefully that's maybe only 0.0001% of you. Hopefully all the rest of you are here because you want to learn how to earn money online. Listen, guys, for those of you, if you're on my list, you'll get to know me. I like to keep things very real. Okay, listen, my friend. Let's take a break for a second. I know darn well that you are probably on more lists than you can count. Okay, by the grace of God, actually, you opened my email. Okay, and you're following me. I can understand that, but I can assure you, okay. I'm one of those marketers, online marketers, entrepreneurs that are going to keep it real for you. I'm going to tell you why I'm doing that. The reason why I'm going to keep it real for you is because I don't know any other way. Okay, I have to be myself. Okay, when I used to work for corporate America, let me take a pause. Listen, if you have a job, you enjoy your job, great. Nothing wrong with a person that has a job. We don't put people down here that have jobs. Maybe you love your job. You're just looking for some supplemental income on the side. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. All right. I mean, I did have jobs that I really liked, and I had some that I didn't like. But come to find out, I realized quickly that, the entrepreneurial spirit was in my veins since I was a little boy. I didn't really know until I did start getting into online marketing and into real estate and different things. And that's just me. There's nothing wrong, my friend, with having a boss. Everybody has a boss. Okay. Even me. Okay. There's nothing wrong with having a boss. It's just that I wanted to be my own boss. You follow me? And when I say that, even I have a boss, well, I don't want to push my beliefs off on you, but I do have a boss, and my boss is up above. Okay. But other than that, okay, I am the boss here of my business on this earth. And I really, really enjoy that. I really do. So this is what we're going to do, guys. We are going to get right into the presentation. And excuse me for a second. My wife, my beautiful wife, Sonia, is always watching. She supports me 100%. She's always on these hangouts and watching with me. So, sweetheart, I know you're watching. So again, I've just been lazy. I apologize. I haven't gotten this little portable air conditioner that I should have gotten for my office. You know, we have almost a 4,000 square foot house, and you know, it's air conditioned, but I'm sitting here in front of these huge monitors and contraptions all around me. You can't see, and it just gets really hot in my office. So I'm going to turn up or turn down, however you want to say it, the air conditioner, because it's just too hot in here, sweetheart. And I promise. No, baby. See, if you put the fan on, it creates like a buzz because my microphone is so powerful.
Okay.
That's why it's not on. So I don't want to put the fan on. It creates a buzz in the background.
So what do you want?
I have a suggestion. Leave my door open so I can get some fresh air. My wife is coming in here laughing, guys.
Vic is coming on.
Okay, well, okay. Hey, guys, we're going to chop. My wife just told me Vic is coming on at 9. So this is going to be a test for me because I got these slides, folks, and I'm going to blow through them pretty quick. Okay. And what I wanted to share with you guys, you were here last week. We talked about the 7 commandments. I'm going to go over those tonight. We're going to drill down into them. And here's what I'm going to do. You'll like this. I'm going to go through them fairly quick, not too quick. 9 o'clock. Okay. I will be done by 9 o'clock. And what I'm going to do, folks, I'm also going to do a Facebook Live, maybe sometime later tonight or tomorrow, that will expand a little more on those commandments if I just went too fast. So if you're on my list, okay, look out for another email from me, probably tomorrow sometime, because, and another thing. I'm going to share this with you, my friend. This is very important. What I'm going to cover tonight is a little bit advanced. So even some of you on our team, I don't expect you to understand or digest it right away. I want you to take some notes. I just want you to get the concepts, okay? I want you to get the foundation of these 7 commandments, and then we will, as a team, expand upon them more. Okay? Sound like a good deal? So we'll do that. I'll make sure you guys really understand this, okay? So let's see, folks. You know what? We're going to take just a little pause here, guys, while I find those slides. And while I find those slides, I'm just going to play just a little music in the background. Folks, I'm only going to take about a minute or so to find those slides because I was working on them earlier, and then I rebooted my machine. So I'm praying that nothing strange happened, guys. So just give me a second, folks. See if I can find those. Okay, guys, I think we can get started. Hey, folks. Hey, listen, I hope you didn't mind. My wife and I think all of you on the team know, my wife and I love salsa music. We're salsa dancers, and you know, I just love that type of music. Actually, some of you may know that was not salsa. That was bachata, which is another one of my favorite dances. And anyway, we can talk more about that stuff later. Let's get into the marketing, guys. Let me share some, what I call the 7 commandments of business with you that I believe, folks, if you implement this in your business, you can create any level of success that you want, folks. And let me tell you something. Sonia and I are living proof that you can do that. Now, if you're a beginner, okay, you're a beginner in this industry, you're somebody on my list that maybe you don't even know what the 4% is. These 7 commandments, we're going to apply to the 4%. Maybe you don't even know what that is. What I want you to do is just think of this stuff as your foundation. Listen, some of it might go over your head a little bit, but I'm telling you, and I think you're a pretty smart person. I know my team is really smart. Whatever you're doing, guys, okay, you and I will talk later, my friend. Okay, I want to talk to my team for a second. Listen, guys, whatever you're doing, okay, whatever you're promoting, even outside of the 4%, traffic you're running, whether it's Facebook, banner ads, maybe you're even implementing LinkedIn, who knows? Whatever you're doing, guys, if you are not building your business on these core principles, I don't care, folks. I don't care how much money you spend on traffic or how targeted that traffic is. Because I'm going to share something with you right now, team. You have people on your list. They are on your list. I don't care if Miles. I only got 10 people on my list. I only got 20 people on my list. Let's say you got 10 people on your list. I can guarantee you 3 or 4 of those people, okay, they want to buy what you got. Problem is, they don't know if, they should trust you. They don't know if you're, hate to say this word, but I have to. They don't know if you're running a scam or if it's just another one of those things that they've spent money on in the past. We've all spent a lot of money on stuff that didn't work. All of us here, we are members of the 4%. And I can tell you what the creator, what the founder, Vic Stryzus, has put together, my friends, does work. I have marketed and sold products that I don't even own. I don't own. Haven't created my own product yet. I will very soon. Have not created my own product yet. And my wife and I have earned multiple. How many times should I say that? Because 7 times? Multiple 6 figures online in personal commissions, not sales, commissions. And I've only been doing this for 4 years. Okay, so we know this stuff works. Okay, we know that. We know that, folks. This really drives me nuts, guys. We know that the people who follow the foundation are what separates them from all the others. Maybe you're part of some other company, you're an affiliate in another company or in a network marketing company, and you're trying to figure out how to get to the top. You're trying to figure out how the so-called leaders do what they do. Forget about them. Forget about them. Let's focus on you. I can tell you, I don't care how much money you spend on traffic or what courses you buy, to supplement your business. Unless you have a strong foundation and you follow these core principles on a daily basis, not on the weekend, on a daily basis, you're going to struggle. I'm not going to sit here and say you won't make it because I don't really know you. Okay. I know my team. Okay. But you're going to struggle, my friend. And I don't want to see you struggle. So let's get to these slides, and I should be able to blow them out in about 30 minutes or so. I'll tell you the truth, guys. I could spend easily like 90 minutes or 2 hours on just these slides, but I don't have that tonight. So let me get to them. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. I got them right here. And oh, by the way, folks, if you see any typos on here, please forgive me. I have this stuff in my head, and I just put it on paper fairly quickly because I wanted to present it to you guys tonight. And it was a busy day for me today. So if you see any typos, just give me a break, guys. I will clean it up for you. So let's find that screen. Okay. And again, if you're brand new, you're on my list, you're new to the 4%, you're new to online marketing. Listen, just sit back. Just sit back, get yourself a glass of water or coffee, tea, whatever floats your boat, and take some notes, but just sit back, take it in. I guarantee you the majority of it will make sense to you. Maybe all of it will, I hope. So we'll see. Let's see here. And by the way, guys, you see, I really got a chop tonight, but I know there was a team member out there that was asking, could they invite their team members? Could they invite their 4% team members here? The answer is yes. Okay, the answer is yes. whether they're a free member or pro level paid member, we call them, either way is fine with me. I can tell you that, the free level status will be kind of going in the background very soon. Ron and Ron, I don't know if you guys are here, but to answer your question directly, the answer is no. Like people that you are referring to the 4%, I don't send the welcome email on their behalf. You can certainly model my email that I sent you, okay, and then send an email and welcome your new team member. They're also welcome to our Facebook group, our M3 Lifestyle Facebook group. They're welcome in there as long as they are a pro level member. Okay, they need. What's up, Rhonda? They need to be a pro level member, and they're more than welcome to our team Facebook group. But regardless if they're a free member or paid member, they are welcome to these hangouts and trainings. So anyway, guys, I gotta get moving. Okay, so where is that? Here it is. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm going to share my screen with you. Screen share. Don't you just love technology, guys? I do. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. And like I said, hopefully, hopefully I don't have too many typos. Maybe I don't have any. Wow, this is going to be a world. Hey, Kevin, Mr. Hofford, if you're listening out there, this is going to be a world record for me. Okay, but it's good training because I want to chop down these hangouts and make them more digestible. Okay, you hear me making a little noise, guys? I'm just sipping a little bit of Kangen water, so, or as we call it, Kangen water. So I apologize if you hear me drinking in the background. So, as all of you guys know, we are the M3 Lifestyle Team. Those of you that don't know, it's your first time here, we are the M3 Lifestyle Team. And if you really want to know what that means, I did do a video some time ago in detail explaining what is the M3 Lifestyle. I'll make sure you get that, okay? I will post that in our Facebook group, and I will also, for those of you on my list, I'll also send it out to you, okay? So, the M3 Lifestyle Team presents the 7 commandments of business success. And my friends, we're speaking in the context of online marketers, okay? I was going to say you can apply it to offline. You really can, but this is in the context of online marketers, and in particular, the 4%. However, you can apply it to any business, any platform out there, regardless. All right, so let's get right into it, guys. I spelled commandment right. Commandment number 1. And folks, before I even get going, I will tell you, some of this stuff is common sense, and some of it you've heard before. Although I believe that if more people use their God-given common sense, they would have much more success in whatever they're trying to do. So just keep that in mind. Commandment number 1, focus. Listen, guys, if you don't keep relentlessly, almost religiously, okay, stay focused on what it is you truly want, you will without question not get there. And I think most of you guys know that, okay, but you need to be reminded of that. Listen, especially those of you who are just getting started. This is not a thing. I want to be clear. This is not a hobby. You're starting a real business, my friend, even if you're doing it part-time. You're starting a real business, and you need to treat it as such. And yes, I'm talking to those of you that have a full-time job, and you're doing this, part-time, all right? So let's get into it. As a matter of fact, the lack of focus, my friends, will in the end cost you more money than any other marketing tactic, strategy, or business error you could ever make. And that's the truth. We could even go as far to say that tactical marketing and business errors are a result of not being focused. And they are. They are, guys, because it's happened to me. There are times where, I've lost focus on something, and it's cost me a lot of money. That's my wife. So team, my advice is to focus, and then focus some more. Do not give in to your distractions. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. As much as I, for one, love Facebook, okay, it can be a huge distraction. Keep that in mind. Cell phones can be a big distraction too, okay? So keep that in mind. So let me give you guys some practical advice. So what I want you guys to do is, well, what I do is create a what I want list. I mean, this is what I call it, guys. You can call it whatever you want, but create what I like to call a what I want list and review it every single day. Every day, guys. Preferably in the morning, away from your computer. Just jot down 3 to 5 things max, okay, that you'd like to get done. Now, let me go back. I really should have highlighted this in yellow. Notice what I said, away from your computer, okay? I want you to review that list in a separate room away from your computer, okay? Because again, we talk about distractions, guys. And, I love computers. It's my bread and butter, but they can be a distraction, okay, depending on what you're doing. So guys, at the beginning of your day, get out your list and read it in a room that's away from your computer. Think about ways you can get there, guys. Actually visualize yourself already being there. My wife and I have done that a lot. And my wife, I'll tell you guys who know us, that, we won this beautiful $150,000 orange BMW i8. My wife was visualizing, this car before we won it. And as a matter of fact, she started seeing like orange cars all over, like months before we even won the car. Guys, the stuff works. Okay? Next, write out a plan for the day to get you closer to what you want. Now, guys, here's the thing. I talk about these 3 to 5 things. I'm not talking about accomplishing them all in one day or even a week. These 5 things, and again, you need to map out the timeline yourself and what's the deadline. These 3 to 5 things could be over the course of 30 days. But see, here's the thing, guys. Every day, you're thinking, okay, you're conceptualizing, you're writing out a plan in the morning, okay, that's going to get you closer to what you want. I don't know, maybe you want more leads, okay? You want more traffic. You want more sales. Maybe you want to start generating 2 sales a day. Well, how are you going to get there? You really, guys, keeping it in your head's not enough. I used to make that mistake. Put it down on paper. Commandment number 2, embrace the vital few. Now, listen, guys, most of your results come from only a few of your daily activities. This is the truth. This is especially true in direct response marketing. By the way, folks, that's what we do. Okay. It's direct response marketing. Okay. That's what we do. It's a real business. Okay. We're not just selling air or just selling fluff online. Okay. So I want to talk for a minute about the 80-20 rule, because guys, in reality, I respect, Dr. Pareto, but in reality, it's more like the 95-5 rule, guys. Listen, 5% of what you do on a daily basis produces 95% of the favorable results you're looking to achieve. And 5% is a bench line that I personally have and agree with. Who knows, guys? It could be 4%. It could be 3%. But I'm telling you guys, and we'll talk about this. If you really map out what you're doing on a daily basis, there's only a few of those things that I would call IPAs, income producing activities. Now, my friends, the key is to identify these income producing activities. What are they? Okay, so again, I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis, and they're like, Miles, I hear you, but I don't know what I should be focusing on. Miles, there's so many pieces to this business. I'm not sure what I should be focusing on. Well, let's talk about that. Let me give you guys some practical advice. Listen, doing something live every single week, just like I'm doing here with these hangouts. Hey guys, and you don't have to host a hangout like me. Okay, it could be a Facebook Live, or it could be a webinar, especially webinars, okay? Even a group teleconference. Now, guys, I know it's 2017, but you can still host or just share some ideas on a teleconference. If those of you that are like, you're a little shy of the camera, nobody will see you. Now, webinars, guys, is key. We're going to talk about webinars because, listen, I'm going to tell you up front, webinars are the most powerful. But the thing is, most people don't start doing them until they've been in the business for a while, or they think they got to brand themselves and build a name. Not true. Listen, you're on my list. Maybe you just joined the 4%. Maybe it's been like 3 days in. Okay, 3 days in, you just joined the 4%. I want to share with you, my friend. You could do a webinar right now. Now, not in the traditional way. I'm not telling you to, craft the webinar from scratch and you're doing all the work. You're loading all the content and, talking and sharing. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a webinar that's already been created for you, and you just leverage that platform. This is something the 4% is going to be offering. My team knows. They're excited about it. Listen, guys, this is Miles saying this, okay? You're hearing it from, I don't want to call myself a horse, but you're hearing it from the horse's mouth. Webinars are number one. They are one of them, if not the number one income producing activity that you can do. But not many people do them, okay? But we, as members of the 4%, we're going to have an opportunity to do them, even if you're brand new. You'll be able to leverage the webinars that are being created within the 4%. Let me move on to the next thing. Now, offers that include some type of live interaction. When I say offers, guys, I'm talking about webinars, hangouts, even live streams. Some type of interaction. For example, it could be a 4 to 6 week boot camp. I remember doing a boot camp for my team a couple of years ago. It was very successful. Where your customers and clients they'll get some type of live interaction with you personally in the form of a group question or answer. And again, guys, it's good to have that live interaction. Again, you're trying to build as a marketer. That is what's going to separate you from all those other people out there on the internet that are also trying to do what you do. And they're just flooding your subscribers' email inbox. And I say it that way because remember, guys, for the most part, we all share the same subscribers. We really do. We're all on multiple lists, but you need to find a way to separate yourself, rise above, okay, all of those other quote marketers. Another thing, guys, deadline-based activities. Example, promotions. They work well with webinars. Again, what am I talking about? I'm talking about, for example, if you have a webinar, and at the end of the webinar, you're pitching, and you're getting ready to sell something, you need to give them a deadline. Listen, listen, it works, guys. It's called marketing. 24 hours or the price is going to go up. 48 hours, the price. Again, as human beings, listen, guys, you prove it to yourself, okay? We need to be given deadlines in order to take action. Am I right? Let's move on. Commandment number 3. Listen, guys, always create assets. This is where we take those few things, okay? I was just talking about those few things, those few activities, and we turn them into assets, systems, and processes. And I know if you are new, you're like, what is he talking about? Okay, well, listen, I'm talking about leveraging a system. We have a system here. It's called the 4%. So therefore, you don't have to create this yourself. Okay, listen, whatever you're marketing and selling online, it may be, maybe you're part of a magic like I am. You're selling water machines, whatever. You need to have a system to effectively market and promote that product or service, especially in 2017. The internet is not like the Wild Wild West anymore. People are much smarter. Now, for marketing purposes, guys, let me just give you some definitions here. An asset is a piece of marketing material, okay? And again, for those of you that are in the process of creating your own product, well, you're going to be creating an asset that will be there forever, okay? It will always exist, especially if you've made it relevant, okay? Or you've created a type of product that you can constantly update, okay? And let's go on to the next point I have here. You'll be able to continually deploy this product, depending on how you set it up, this product/asset to help you get what you want in a passive or semi-passive manner. Some people talk about, passive income streams. That's great, but not every income stream is going to be totally passive. It can be semi-passive. Nothing wrong with that. It's still better than having your hand in there all the time. And ultimately, this is the direction in which, see, there's a typo, in which every marketer / entrepreneur should go. Ultimately, not in the beginning, okay? Right for now, leverage a kick butt system like the 4%. Let me give you some practical advice. Create your own world by hosting something live every single week, okay? Hangouts, boot camps, Facebook Lives, webinars, especially live webinars, or even a group teleconference. I just talked about this. Ultimately, you do want to create your own product that can be redeployed, if successful, guys. It's got to be good, and can even be redeployed over and over again in a passive or semi-passive environment. Okay, kind of touched upon that in the last slide. Ebooks, PDFs are excellent start for beginners. And I see some team members starting to create their own ebooks. Bravo. Again, you're creating an asset that's going to be there forever. Guys, listen, even something as simple as an ebook, as soon as you do that, your authority level increases. People look at you differently. Am I right? They do. Commandment number 4, we're moving. Always move them forward. Miles, who is them? Who are you talking about? The them guys I'm referring to is your prospects, your lists, and the marketplace in general. Listen, this could include your fans, your followers, email subscribers, whoever. People that troll you on Facebook. It could be whoever. But the thing is, guys, you always want to move them forward. How do we do that? Listen, the strategy is based on a few principles. And guys, I know if you've been part of the 4% for a while, you've heard this before, because Vic talks about this. Vic learned this from his mentors or my mentors. Okay, one in particular, Mr. Frank Kern. The idea that our income is in direct proportion to the amount of offers we make. Now, again, those offers don't have to be yours. They could be somebody else's. You just promote them as an affiliate, okay? And once those offers are made by people once those offers are made, people on your list need to be segmented based on their behavioral responses. Again, number 2 is what's going to separate you from the people that jump online and they're like, oh, this doesn't work. This is a scam. I'm not making any money. Separate you from all of them. Number 3, at this point, your emails and communication with your list can be crafted in a much more effective way. People need to be talked to different ways, depending on what actions they take or what actions they don't take. Well, guys, some of you know what's coming with the 4% backend. Some of you don't know. Hang tight. So let me give you some practical advice. Implement an autoresponder program such as Infusionsoft. Yes, I said it. Infusionsoft. Very expensive system, very robust, which will enable you to set up a tag-based system, which will allow you to segment your list and communicate effectively with them based on their responses. Now, guys, there's a couple other autoresponder systems that kind of do this. In my humble opinion, Infusionsoft is the best. Very expensive. I think it's about $2 or $3 grand to get it set up. What if you didn't have to do that? Now, some of you are probably, especially if you're kind of new, you're like, Miles, really, you expect me to invest? No, I don't expect to invest that much, because the 4%, if you look at my next point here, the 4% is going to do that for you. All you need to do is plug in. Listen, or simply employ a system / process such as the 4%'s email communication backend, which is going to allow you to segment and communicate with your list based on their behavioral responses. We call it behavioral dynamic marketing. And my buddy, Mr. Frank Kern's been doing this for years, which is why he makes about $1 million a month. Okay. But it's really cool. I'm excited because we're going to be able to do it. Who just jumped online, they're going to be able to leverage this type of system. Really excited about that. Commandment number 5, guys, always add value. Listen, guys, the amount of goodwill, we call it goodwill as marketers, the amount of goodwill you provide to the marketplace will ultimately determine your level of income. Read that again. The amount of goodwill you provide to the marketplace will ultimately determine your level of income. Period. End of story. It's very important to note that our income is directly proportional to the amount of goodwill that we have within the marketplace. And while it's important to make offers and pitch to your list, guys, you can't be selling all the time. The more people like you, the more they're going to trust you and buy from you. Okay? The question is, how can you simultaneously make offers and provide goodwill? Aha! That's what, a lot of marketers have problems with. They don't really have a balance. So let me give you some practical advice. The answer to this is actually this commandment. Provide value, guys. How many times have you heard that? However, this must be handled in a very structured way. Number one, create or implement a deadline-based marketing funnel. Again, you can do it yourself, or you can plug into what the 4% is doing. Number two, implement webinars, hangouts, and Facebook Lives. Okay, you can do it yourself, or you can plug into what the 4% is going to do on your behalf. Listen, guys, these provide a massive amount of goodwill in advance of asking for the sale. Even if they never actually register for the webinar or attend your events, this is what a lot of marketers don't understand. Think about the waiter at your favorite restaurant. My wife and I have quite a few. Now, the waiter comes to our tables like, can I offer you some more water, coffee, or tea? And maybe I say no. And then, maybe they'll come back and I'll offer you a little dessert tray. What do you think about it? And I'll say, maybe I say no. But just the fact that they are coming and offering makes me feel good. Makes me feel like they care. Even though I don't feel like cheesecake that night, which I love cheesecake, but even though I don't feel like cheesecake that night, just the fact that he or she came to me and is offering, it's providing goodwill for their restaurant. Now, let me give you a little bonus slide, guys. Listen, if you make a habit of doing this, you will, in the long term, sell more stuff, and your list in the marketplace will come to see you as a trusted friend and an advisor, instead of just another person who's trying to sell them something. Folks, that's what we want. Listen, how many of you, okay, raise your hand, how many of you look at Vic as a trusted friend and an advisor? How many of you on our team look at me as a trusted friend and an advisor? So if I recommend a product, especially something I'm using, I won't recommend anything that I'm not actually using myself. If I recommend a product or service that I'm using, more than likely, okay, you are also going to implement it in your business if you think it can help you. Am I right, guys? Come on. Am I right? Number 6, commandment. Always, guys, take action. Always take action, but not just any old action. Guys, I'm referring to always doing something that's in the vital few category of activities. Remember that commandment? The vital few? Always do something that centers around the vital few. Most people's definition of action often really means being busy and doing necessarily, it doesn't necessarily mean getting things done. Miles, I'm so busy all the time. I had such a busy day. We're going to talk about getting things done, team. We're also going to review the core fundamentals and embrace the most important actions as marketers we should be doing. As a marketer, Miles, what should I be doing? I'm trying to build my online marketing business. What should I be doing? Well, let's talk about let me give you guys some practical advice. So, as online marketers / entrepreneurs, what actually makes us money? Listen, guys, it's the fulfillment of whatever it is we're selling. Listen, once you make the sale, guys, it's not over. Say, for example, you're doing coaching or something. You sell coaching services. Well, you need the coach. Okay. It's the actual art of selling the thing by engaging in the activities that lead to the sale. It's the actual art of selling the thing by engaging in the activities that leads to the sale. Again, if you're new, some of this might be going over your head. Don't worry about it. You'll get this. You'll get this. You'll get this. Now, guys, in our case, we include creating videos, sales letters, hosting webinars, and of course, sending emails to our list. Now, when I'm talking about sales letters and VSLs, videos, listen, the 4% is doing all that for you. They're creating those content pieces. And as well, many of you will be creating your own. Okay. But again, if you're new, it's nice to have somebody do it for you. We must also take action and actually market the stuff. Okay. We need to take action and market the stuff. We do this by the acquisition of new leads and prospects. You guys on our team, you know that, as well as the creation of online and offline systems. Yes, offline systems too. My wife and I are looking together to put together an offline system for another one of our MSIs, another one of our businesses in Magic. Perfect for offline. Okay. They'll convert those leads and prospects into customers. Again, when we're talking about the creation of an online system, hey, if you're part of the 4%, have that. Okay. More practical advice. All of this is accomplished by building or at least modeling opt-in/landing pages. You notice how I wrote that, guys? Not by chance. I said building or at least modeling. When I'm talking about modeling, I'm talking about those of you, okay, that are smart enough to implement ClickFunnels in your business. Well, you can certainly get opt-in pages from other people, okay, from other systems, but by something we call cloning. And those landing pages can be cloned and shared with you. Okay, so again, you can take that landing page and just tweak it. Again, ClickFunnels provides the ability to do that. Okay, also accomplished by, of course, our favorite here, driving traffic. Okay, can be accomplished by creation of or leveraging an automated system such as a countdown sequence. Some of you probably never heard of this. A countdown sequence, click sequence, or an automated webinar. Man, I love automated webinars. I want my webinars playing 24/7 all around the world. But where can you find that? Unless you create it yourself. Well, you can find it in the 4% because it's coming, guys. It's coming. Number 7, our final commandment, always know your numbers. Now, myself, as a former accountant in another life, I know this all too well. Those of you who know me know I graduated from Drexel University with an accounting degree. Only a few years ago. Unfortunately, most people overlook this and simply don't have the discipline or focus required to keep track of how their business is performing. Hopefully that's not you. As marketers, basically what we do is multiply capital by leveraging assets. Remember I talked about those assets earlier? Even if they're not yours, they don't have to be yours. That's called an affiliate. We make an investment, which is a fancy way of saying we spend money on something. It could be products or services, education, traffic, and then we get more than that investment in return. We call it ROI. Most people, especially outside of our market, guys, they don't really understand the power of what we do. Maybe your husband or wife or significant other, they don't really know what you do. My beautiful wife, Sonia, she knows what I do. Okay, in the beginning she didn't. Okay, but after talking to her over and over, she's just totally part of the business. She understands. Okay, but most people don't understand the power of what we do and how we as marketers are able to leverage assets. I'm telling you, this is the best business in the world. Okay, I got a few minutes left. Some practical advice, guys, and something to think about. Personally, myself, I hope it stays that way. I hope nobody truly understands the power of what we do, because in my opinion, we have an extremely unfair advantage over every other type of business and even investors in the world. Seriously, guys, take the stock market, for example, even real estate. I'm a former real estate investor, so I know. We're probably the only group of investors. Yes, guys, we're not just online marketers. We are also a form of investors. After all, that's what we truly are, guys. We can actually control. Listen, guys, online marketers who understand this are crushing it. We can actually control the market conditions directly and have a direct effect on the outcome of what our investment will do. That's powerful. Even if you don't understand that right now, fine. You'll get it. Just hang with us. Read that again and think about it. Changes your whole paradigm, doesn't it, guys? But listen, none of this works unless we know our numbers with regard to advertising spent, traffic generated in the form of clicks, opt-ins, and ultimately sales. One very important number is lifetime value of a customer. Again, I could spend an hour, close to it, talking about what is the lifetime value of a customer. We'll talk about that at another time. For now, just know the name. You just know that you heard that name, lifetime value of a customer. So what's the bottom line, guys? You will make more money if you follow these commandments to the letter, to the T, period. All right, guys, I'll tell you, I couldn't have timed this better. We have like 2 minutes to 9 o'clock, and I am out of slides, guys. I'm actually going to reshare my screen with you. Okay, if I can find it here. Stop screen share. Boom, and we are back. So, I don't know about you guys, but even though I created that presentation myself, I mean, I know back of my hand what's in it. I'm really, really excited. Okay, because again, if I can, break my business down to just those 7 commandments and not have to worry about focusing on anything else, all the other stuff that other marketers and gurus want you to focus on. If I can just stay focused on those 7 commandments, I know that our business will not double, not triple, but quadruple. And I know you guys can do the same thing. So again, we will be going over this stuff more, okay, in the form of Facebook Lives. All right. For now, guys, I've been told that Vic Stryzus, some of you on the list may not know this guy, but you will get to know him. He's the creator and founder of the 4%. Vic is going to be coming on. So, and again, guys, I'm personally really excited that I was able to really just condense this hangout and put it in a format that's kind of digestible. The only thing is, guys, really didn't have a chance to share some of the other many things I wanted to share with you guys. Here's what I'll tell you. With the few minutes or seconds that we have left, is there any questions that I can answer for you? Just go ahead and just post them in the chat or send me an email. Okay. If you're on my list, okay, you have my email. Okay. Because I sent you an email. So if you have any questions about the 4%, okay, about how to go further in the 4%, okay, how to become a member. Maybe you're not even a member, okay. But if you have any questions about the 4% at all, don't be shy. Feel free to send me an email, okay, or hit me up on Facebook. Just search Miles Seegers, okay, and you'll find me. So, guys, again, this was a quick one, but I really hope you guys found the content useful. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm telling you, folks, I'll say it this way: you can do what you want, but to build an effective, successful business, you won't be able to get away from these commandments. And another thing, if you leave one of them out, you're like, Miles, I'm doing great. I'm following 4 of them, but the other 2, I don't really. If you leave 1 or 2 of them out, guys, okay, you're not going to get to the level of success that you could. You'll do okay. Trust me. You'll still be way ahead of the other marketers, but you're not going to get to the level of success that you could. All right. So anyway, guys, that's it. This was a quick one. Again, if this is your first time here, normally our hangouts are a little more interactive. Again, I wanted to present this information to my team, so I put it in the slide format. Normally, I'm just normally sitting here talking to you, or I have a guest. We invite guests on here. Sometimes we invite team members on here. So again, this is what we call a hangout, a mastermind. We're just here to network, share ideas, answer questions, and just help all of us guys as a team. Listen, one last thing. You cannot get to the top of this business, any business, by yourself. It's always good to be part of a group or a team. And guys, I'm telling you from personal experience, When I first jumped online 4 years ago, I knew that I had to form a group. I knew I had to be part of a team. And it's just created I'm not going to quote any numbers, but it's just created ridiculous results for my wife and I, and you guys can do the same thing. So with that said, folks, my name is Miles Seegers. I will see you guys if I can find my controls here. Okay. Team, good hanging out with you guys once again. I will see you guys next week. Okay. If you're new here, I'm here every week. Tuesday, 8 o'clock U.S. Eastern Standard Time. As my team knows, I say to them every single week, I'll see you guys next week. I'll see you on the live stream with Vic, so I'm told, in a little bit. And I will also see you guys at the top. Take care, guys.